So the first card you have you passed is, yeah, the Two of Swords. This is a bit of a mixed up card. It's a bit difficult. Sometimes it can be positive. Sometimes it could be negative. When you're stubborn and you're kind of standing your ground, it can be a positive thing. But what I'm seeing here is, okay, so this is a crossroads. You're not sure which way to go. You can't decide which way to go, or you couldn't at this time. It's kind of like, should I change direction? Should I stay where I am? I don't know. I'm really confused. It's kind of like that. I think this is around your career, actually. And I think there's something you've been doing in your career for a long, long time, maybe even years. You've been doing this for a long time. You know what you're doing. It's a little bit like, I know what I'm doing. I've done this for a long time. I could actually do this with my eyes closed. I know what I'm doing. But it's not bringing me what I want anymore. Am I doing the right thing? Should I change? That's the kind of thing I'm seeing there. So there might be a few things that are a problem. Something's changed in this. It might be money that's becoming a problem. It might be that you're not able to earn the same amount that you used to. It might be that you don't feel as satisfied as you used to. It might be that it just feels a bit stale to you. The feeling I'm getting also is it might be that, you know, when you started this, everything was fantastic. You loved it. You know, deep down, this is something you really, really love doing. You want to do this. It means a lot to you. But I think as you get on and on and on, it might be lots of little admin kind of things, little petty things you have to do in your job that kind of get away from what your actual core job is about. You love what you're supposed to be doing, but I think maybe there are all these other things around this that you've kind of sidestepped into that you didn't want to, and you're bogged down in all these other little things, and these other little things aren't important. You know, they need doing, but you kind of have to do all these other things, and you get bogged down and tired where you'd rather be doing what you came here to do. That's what I'm getting there as well. I'm also seeing some difficult people around your work. They might be critical, things like that. And I think you always had these people around you, but I think maybe because of everything else, because of this kind of, oh, I don't know, I'm all bogged down, I don't feel great right now, that might be making it a bit more difficult for you to be able to cope with those people at this time. I actually think deep down you do want to see this through to the end. You do want to do this work thing, this job or this project. You do love this. I think at your centre, in your heart, you love doing this thing. I think it's just all the other stuff around it that's really bothering you and kind of bogging you down. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. There is a lot of progression here that's still ahead of you. There's a lot you can do. I think there are a lot of new roads, avenues, pathways coming from that are quite interesting. You can explore new things. And I think there's definitely an increase in money coming up for you as well. If you keep going, you can progress up that way as well. Of course, this is all up to you. If you feel like leaving or doing something different, that's absolutely fine, of course. But the feeling I'm getting here is that this is just a kind of a bit of a hump that you have to get over. It's one of those things. It's like, oh, no, I don't want to be like this. I don't want to feel like this. But then that passes. That's what I'm seeing. And you know, you're very resilient as well. You've been through a lot, you've thrived, you've gotten past a lot of other things as well, and you'll get past this as well. And the other reason why I think this is kind of not quite finished for you yet, there's more for you to do here. There's a crescent moon here. Sorry, I just had to pause there. I'm just thinking I'm just thinking of something else. Yeah, so have a look at this card in the right hand, right at the top on the right hand side. Sorry, I got a bit distracted there. I hate it when I get distracted. Okay, so there's a crescent moon. It's unfinished. It's not a full moon. It's not a new moon, and it's not a full moon either. So it's incomplete. So I think deep down there's this feeling of, oh, I haven't done everything I want to do yet. I still want to keep going. And I think as you progress upwards through this, this job or this thing, you'll have less of those little annoying things to do anyway. Other people will be doing those things as you progress upwards. That's the feeling I'm getting. So don't give up now. Also, you have this I'll show them mentality, which is a really good thing as well. So you don't give up very easily. And my feeling is, yeah, you'll get over this hump, you'll keep going, and you'll go upwards. And as you go upwards, there'll be less of these annoying things that you have to do. That's what I'm seeing there. I'm sorry I had to pause there. I was just like, I had to get my thoughts together. I was thinking, why am I seeing this moon? What's that about? And I had to, you know, I had a bit of a block. Okay, so the next card you have you passed is the High Priestess. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, what's really standing out to me is her robe. She's got this robe and it's blue. Now in this card, in this version of these cards, it's kind of an aqua color or kind of a blue-green color. In other cards, it's a very, very bright, very vivid blue. And if you look at this card, or if you look at this High Priestess, what's around her shoulders, there's this robe around her shoulders and it's this blue color. And also if you look behind, there's a kind of a little screen or a cloth behind her with these pomegranates on, these fruit on. Behind that, it's the same color blue. So it's like her robes are blue and what's behind this curtain is also blue. So when I look at these two things, certainly when I look at her robes, the bottom of the robes look a bit like waves, a bit like water to me. And what's behind this curtain is the same colour as that. I hope that makes sense to you. I'm trying to explain what I'm seeing. So they're both the same colour, blue. So, and what that makes me think is, I don't know if this is going to make sense either, so bear with me. If you've ever been out on the water and you look at the horizon line of the sea against the sky, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to see where one ends and the other one starts, if that makes sense. So I think this is where you were, or you might still be like this, when you think about your career and this path you want to take. The air and the sky can be about, symbolically, can be about thoughts, and obviously the water can be about emotions. So it's like your thoughts and your emotions have been overlapping a lot, and it's a little bit difficult for you to be able to see which thoughts are logical and which ones aren't, you know, which ones are just emotional. So you've had that kind of, is this just my emotions? Are these thoughts logical? Do I want to do this? Do I want to do something else? So there's a lot of mixed up emotions, a lot of things. You've still been working, you haven't stopped, which is what you always do. You're still doing your thing, but the path looks really murky ahead of you. It's like, I don't quite know which way to go. I actually think, because what I was seeing is your heart is doing this. Your heart wants to do this. The actual core of this job, the main part of this job, is what you love doing. So I think it might even be a bit of a calling to you. And I think when you first contemplated doing this, there was a very deep and meaningful reason why you started doing this, why you wanted to do this job or this business or whatever this was. It wasn't just for yourself. It was a very deep, very important reason why you wanted to do this. I think part of this was about helping other people. I don't know if you're in a medical profession or if you're in some kind of caring profession, it might be teaching, I don't know. It's some kind of thing where you're helping people. So what you need to do is, to get back onto the right path, to find out where you want to go, you have to try and get back to the feeling, to the core, to the heart of why you first wanted to do this, why you first started to do this. Because I think the key to where you want to go, to this decision, is to get back to this feeling. And I think once you get back to the heart of this whole thing, that's going to put you back on the right track, if that all makes sense to you. So try and get some quiet time if you can, meditate if you can. This is a very, very spiritual card. See if you can try and conjure up that feeling behind why you first started this, whether you want to help people, all of that kind of thing. If you can do that, that's going to put you back on track, I think. I really hope that makes sense. I know that's very, very confusing. It's very strange. I know I had this strange kind of analogy I was telling you. I just hope it made sense to you, because I think I'm really getting this feeling that someone loves what they're doing. The heart of them is in what they're doing. They love their work. They love it. But they're off track, and they need to get back on that track and feel good about what they're doing again. That's what I'm feeling there. So the last card you have your past is the Eight of Wands. Yeah, again, once you have this feeling, once you find that again, you're going to be able to get back on that path of what your authentic self wants to do. You know, you're in that once, you're doing what you want to do, you're really excited. Maybe when you trained for this, you're like, oh, I want to help people, I'm going to do this, it's going to be fantastic. People are going to be cured, or they're going to be helped, or something. They're going to be smiling. I'm going to be the one who's helping them. It's fantastic. They're going to feel good. I'm going to feel good. But then you lost track of that, and then you got off that, and you're doing all these other little silly things. Maybe there's a lot of bureaucracy, problems, annoying people, all of that in the way, and you kind of lost that heart. That's what I'm getting. Once you find that again, and if you get that quiet time and you meditate on that and you try to find that again, you will be able to do that. Once you do that, you're going to be like what's happening on this card. You're going to be flying forward. Once you find that vision, you'll be able to do that. And I'm seeing you going in new directions as well with this. It's going to be very, very exciting. You're going to be able to climb up really high up this ladder quite quickly. And you're also going to find new ways, new paths, side things on top of this. It's going to be really interesting for you again. But you're going to have to get back to the heart of why you were doing this in the beginning to be able to find that vision so that you can do this. I'm really, really, really happy to see this here. This is really confirming what I was seeing. And you're going to end up way beyond where you started as well. Look at these ones. They're kind of catapulting far away from where this home is. There's a little house on the left of this card. And so yeah, I think all you need is that push. It's going to bring you back to the core of this, and then you're going to start blooming again. Look at the growth on the end of these wands. There's so much growth ahead of you. You just need to find that heart again. I really hope that makes sense and it's not too crazy, because to me it's sounding crazy, but I just hope that makes sense to someone. Okay, so the first card you have your presence, the Seven of Wands. Yeah, okay. This is turning into a work reading. I know it is. I can't help it. This is just what I'm seeing. Lots and lots of work things in this reading. So with these people in your workplace, it's not many people that are annoying you. It's more than one though. So it might be 2 or 3. Now, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but it's almost like some of these people are hiding behind something or someone. Yeah, it might be that someone who's higher up's letting them get away with things, letting them say things, and they're kind of letting them get away with things that you'd never get away with. Why did I say that? With. Yeah, this is really, really a heavy reading. It's kind of driving me a bit crazy. So if my words are a bit funny or they slur, you'll know why. It's because I'm really kind of heavy with this feeling. Because you've got these horrible people, you've got this heaviness. Anyway, so it's like, if you look at this card, he's battling all these people. And so you're trying to battle someone, but it's almost like you're on a tightrope. You feel as if you can't say what you want to say. They can say what they want to say, but you feel as if you can't. And there's some protection around them. They're hiding, they're protected. You know, so you've got these people. The feeling I'm getting is, I don't know if this is going to make any sense or not. It's almost like you're backed into a corner and they're trying to kind of bait you and you're kind of trying to justify yourself. Stop doing that if that's what you're doing. I don't think you have any reason to be justifying yourself to any of these people. Look at where this man is. He's up on a hill, he's up high. And, you know, we can't even see who's holding these ones. That's how low down they are. So this is how high you are, how high up you are, especially in terms of your capabilities compared to where they are. You know, they might feel as if they're untouchable, you know, that they can say anything they like, but you're untouchable as far as your work goes. You're good at what you do. You've proven that to yourself. And the people that matter know that. These people don't matter. You have nothing to prove to them. So don't justify yourself to these people. I hope that makes sense, because I know I'm kind of losing what I'm saying. I'm trying to explain what I'm seeing and I'm mixing up my words a bit, but I hope that makes sense to you. And you know, I don't mean to be bossy. There's a horn as well. Everything's going on at the same time. This is a crazy reading. There's so much mess here, but I'm trying to make sense of this. Okay, so while you're focusing on these people and you're focusing on them and what they're saying and doing and you're trying to battle them, you're not focusing on getting yourself back to your core. So focus on that. And when you do that, you'll be flying past them like these wands in the Eight of Wands. Focus on you, focus on why you started doing this and where you want to go. And then you won't even have to think about them ever again. That's what I'm seeing in that card. I hope that makes sense. This reading is turning into a really, really difficult, really complicated reading. I don't even know if what I'm saying is making any sense to anyone. I'm just going to keep going and I'm going to give you the messages. Hopefully the right ones will get to the right people or person even. So the next card you have your present is the Eight of Pentacles. Yes, I know I said I didn't mean for this to be a work reading, but now we have the work card. But I'm seeing something a little bit different in this actually. There is work in this, but the feeling I'm getting here is missing someone, feeling a little bit left out. I think this is how someone might be feeling about you. Obviously, this whole reading is telling me that work's on your mind. It might be the only thing that's on your mind right now, like this man. All he's thinking about is work. He's so focused on what he's doing. You know, maybe you don't have a lot of space left in your head for anything or anyone else at this time. And I think, again, I'm seeing your heart is in this job. It means a lot to you. I think if this was just a job that you did for set hours and you just took your money and you went home again, yeah, you'd have more hours to yourself and you'd have more hours to spend with whoever this is who's missing you. But it means more to you than that. Now, I think this is a love connection I'm seeing around this person who's missing you. There might be a bit of a disconnect actually between how you see work and how they see work maybe. Because what I'm seeing is what you do is at your core, it's at your heart. It's a part of who you are. I'm seeing that all over this reading. Again, I'm seeing you helping people in your job. It's stressful as well, obviously. But the feeling is that this other person who's missing you, they don't quite understand why you spend so much time and energy and headspace and everything on what you do, on your job. So that might be something to look into, to look at, you know. Maybe this is something to talk to them about. I'm not saying you're completely incompatible. Opposites can attract sometimes. But it's definitely something you both need to talk about because you're always going to feel this way about your work. That's not going to change. What you do is a part of who you are. So they're going to have to try to come to terms with that, realize that you're not going to have much time for them. But I think you're also going to have to talk to them a bit more, explain that to them, make them realize that they are wanted, that, you know, you're just a busy person and you're always going to have your heart in your work. So I think you're just going to have a talk. That's what I'm seeing in that card, if that resonates with you, obviously. So the last card you have your presence, the Six of Swords. Yes, okay. So yeah, they definitely want more attention from you. And that's understandable. That's a good thing. You know, if you were with someone who didn't want to see you, that'd be an even bigger problem, obviously. So I don't think they quite understand, again, how important and how meaningful your work is to you. And if what I'm seeing here is correct, what you do means a lot to other people as well. You know, you help people. I keep on seeing that. And if they don't understand this fundamental part of you, that means they might not understand who you truly are. And if that's the case, you have a problem. You have a problem in this relationship. You know, it's going to create even more distance between you if they don't understand that about you. And if you don't address this, you know, this woman's getting away, she's creating distance. So again, you're going to have to talk about this and you're both going to have to try to understand where the other person's coming from. Otherwise, you'll just become more and more and more distant. So that's the message I'm getting in that card. It's like a bit of a warning to you. So if this is resonating, if you're in this relationship, if you're so work focused that you're not spending any time with them at all, or you're not kind of explaining why this is to them, you're going to have to address that. So that's what I'm getting in that card. So the first card you have your future is the Star. Okay. Right. Yeah, this is more stressing. I'm really sorry. I know this reading is stressful. I'm really feeling this as well. That's why I'm messing up some of my words, I think. It's very, very, and I'm losing concentration because I'm trying to concentrate, and it's really very, very heavy. It's taking a lot of my energy. Bear with me, I'll keep on here. This is a very heavy thing as well I'm seeing in this card. If I see something, I have to say it, and that's what kind of I struggle with as well, because I hate seeing these kind of negative things. So what I'm seeing here is there might even be a little bit of resentment coming from them, from your partner, and it might be a resentment of your independence maybe. They're a lot more, I don't like to say needy, but they're probably not as independent as you are, and they're probably not as bold. They might not be as driven as you are. Now, I'm not trying to put anyone down. I know there'll probably be a lot of cross-watchers disliking this, but that's fine. I just have to say what I see. And I'm not saying this won't work. It can work. And it works in both ways as well. You know, you could probably talk to them a lot more about what's happening. They'd probably be a really good support to you as well. They want to support you. They want to be there for you. That's their hope. That's what the star's about, hope. You know, it might be coming out as frustration. It might be coming out as neediness from them. But what's behind all of this is, you know, that they care. They want to be with you. They want to help you. They want to share this burden with you. So just talk to them. And if you don't have a lot of time, just explain that to them. You don't have to talk for hours. They just want to be included. You know, we're looking at this beautiful woman from a distance, and that's how they feel. They feel as if they're far away from you. They're at a distance from you right now. And if you don't address this, if you don't talk about this, they're going to be even more distant from you. And that's what I was seeing in the Six of Swords as well. So something needs to be addressed here. You need to start talking. You need to spend more time with them. That's what I'm seeing. I don't mean to lecture you, but this is what I'm seeing. The next card you have your future is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so again, I'm seeing them again. They have a lot of emotion for you. They don't want to lose you. That's at the heart of the matter for them. They don't want to lose you. That's the big thing here with them. They're seeing you as moving further and further away from them, like this slow spiral that's kind of gradually unraveling, and they don't know what to do. It's kind of out of their control, and they feel really terrible. You know, they probably call you sometimes or text you, and maybe you're not there. And to you, you're just busy. It's fine. It's normal to you. But I don't think it is to them. They're not used to that kind of work craziness, busyness. They're used to being able to contact people easily, and probably where they work, you can probably contact them anytime. It's something like that. So they don't quite understand that. That's what I'm getting there. And I also think they might have had someone in the past who gradually drifted away from them. So, you know, the thing here is you're really special to them, way, way more special than this other person was. And that's their fear. They don't want to lose you. They don't want that to happen again. So really, if you feel that way about them as well, if you really care about them, if you really do love them, address this, talk to them, communicate more. That's what I'm seeing. So the last card you have your future is the Six of Cups. Yeah, I know this is probably going to sound a bit cringy, but I'll say this anyway. I don't care. I'm a fool in this reading anyway. I've slurred my words. I've said something crazy. I've paused. I don't know if any of this makes sense or anything. It's a very difficult, very heavy reading. I may as well be cringy. So I can't even see that, cringy. There's a lot of beautiful kindness and innocence and everything like that in this card. That's what this card is. It's innocent, it's kind, it's simple gestures, springtime. So I think that's what you both have to try to come back to. Just this kind of understanding, kindness, helping each other through things. You know, I think if you both really want this, if you both really want this to work, this is what you're going to have to come back to. But for you, I think this is probably going to mean that you will have to take some time out of work for a while. Doesn't mean you're going to have to take time off, weeks, years, days even. Just some time to spend with them. you know, this is just about compromise and understanding on both sides, and maybe less focus on your differences. I know I've been talking about your differences, so I'm to blame here too, but yeah, less focus on that and more focus on your connection and what you can do to grow together, if that's what you both want to do. And I do think this is a nice connection.